First things first, thank you so much for 63k. You guys are absolutely insane. If we hit 69 before the end of the anniversary, I'll do face cam, but we don't even have to worry about that. 63 is a massive number. Thank you again for all the love and support. You made that possible. Road now to 64. And one of the biggest weaknesses with LRAGL BROLY isn't the character himself, but it is the Super Bosses team. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the worst team in the world, because over time we've gotten Rose, we've gotten LR Cell Max, and a few other EZAs. Honestly, even the free-to-play LR Beers is not a bad option for the team. It's not the greatest team by all means, right? But with recent Dokkan Fest, even including Topo, you have some interesting characters here. But it's still not the greatest team in the game. But with this character right here, receiving an EZA very soon for Global, this is one of those things that you definitely need to do, definitely need to take care of. This guy here is giving 2 key and 39% to attack or defense, depending on which orbs you actually obtain. If you get at least 1 rainbow key sphere, you're giving all allies an extra 2 key and 15% to stats, which equals 4 key and what? 39, 49, 54. 4 key and 54% to stats for someone like BROLY, while this guy's floating off rotation. And when your key is 24, you're giving 10% damage reduction to super bosses or movie bosses allies, which of course is insane. So imagine giving this demon here 10% damage reduction, 4 key, and 54% to stats. This is just a massive buff for this team, a must run for the team. He also has the, look, if you're at 24 key, you're probably going to obtain 7 or more key spheres, and if you do that, he has guaranteed dodge. This guy is someone you just have to take care of. So we're going to show you how to actually beat this EZA. Again, it should be dropping around Tuesday, Monday, maybe even Wednesday for Global. There's no news of it just yet, but this did release in part 1 for JP. So I am expecting it to release in part 1 for Global. And for some reason, if they do, they don't really change stuff like that. But if they do, it'll still be out before the end of the anniversary. So this is still a great video for you to prepare right here, right now, to not miss out on the EZA and to make your future or current LRAGL BROLY look as good as possible. So oh, actually, real quick, I have to look. I can't do this for part 1 anymore, but I can do it for part 2. We've been doing it for Beasts mostly anyways, but go ahead. And as time goes on, I'll take away these boxes, but we have to start off with 3. We do. So go ahead and pick what box you believe Beast Gohan is behind. If you get it right, that means as of right now, you are worthy of Beast Gohan's presence. But if you get it wrong, you currently are not. And since you got it wrong, you got caught lacking, you got to go ahead and just only give me 1 push-up. But you got to subscribe to the channel as well. It is what it is. That's what happens when you get caught lacking over here. But of course, if you get it right, then don't subscribe. Don't even like the video. Just watch. All right. So go ahead. I'll give you 3 seconds to pick which box he's behind. 3, 2, 1. You cannot change your answer. It's already locked in. If you picked the left one, congratulations. You're wrong. Come on, do better, man. If you picked the right one, congratulations. You're wrong. If you picked the middle one, congratulations. Beast Gohan was here all along. If you got it right, let me know. If you got it wrong, let me know. But you know what you got to do. Let's hop into the video. So, LR EZAs, as we already know, have 2 weaknesses. A damage reduction weakness, as well as an attack weakness. So, when it comes to the movie heroes category, if you run this category, you will be reducing the amount of damage that BROLY as a boss will be doing to you. And then if you bring characters that have the legendary power link, also known as any LR in the game, you will be increasing the amount of damage that you do. So you can bring any movie hero character, but if they aren't an LR, you may not be taking much damage, but you're not going to be dishing out damage, especially, you know, when you're on stage 5, 6, 7, 8, especially 9 and 10, right? So the thing with these LR EZAs is to make sure you're running as many LRs as possible, and this is what the category looks like. I'm actually surprised to see that there isn't really that many STR movie hero LRs. Of course, we have 3 here, but Beast Gohan doesn't exist in the game yet, and the Gammas also don't exist as well. So this is basically what you have to work with. I recommend, If you have any of, who cares about type disadvantage, whatever, because obviously running int characters won't be the smartest option, but you can still get away with the Super Saiyan's 200% lead here and run some Super Saiyans if you really want. I mean, if you obviously have Gogeta, there's no reason for you not to run Gogeta. He is literally a 200% lead for the team. So please make sure to, you know, actually run this guy if you have him. If you don't, you have other options here as well. Honestly, you could also get away with this guy here. Not the craziest character of all time, but 3-key 170. And then extra, you know, stats to Pure Saiyans is a very easy 200% lead to run for a category like this, right? That's besides the point. If you have any of these LRs in your box that are not farmed up, that are not awakened, whatever the case is, get that done now. Again, this EZA should be dropping within the next 3 to 4 to 5 days. I'll update you as the news comes in, but this is giving you a lot of time, and all of these events are currently open, so this is giving you a lot of time to hop into the game, grind the medals or grind whatever you need to get these characters awakened so you can go ahead and complete these LR EZAs. These EZAs tend to be tanky, and some of them tend to be difficult as well, so if you start slacking on that grind now, you're not going to be able to beat this, and your LR AGO BROLY, as of current or future, will be suffering because of your choice to not do this. So go ahead and please get this done. Get this done. Of course, you have a bunch of other options here as well. You can easily get away with running STR Gamma 1 and, you know, AGL Gamma 2. You can run PyCon as support if you really want to. You can literally run any of these characters. It's just that they're not LRs, right? So they won't be doing damage, but you will, of course, be mitigating damage. But let's say you wanted to run Path to Power Goku, not Path to Power Goku, but let's say you wanted to run maybe Pan, or you wanted to run PyCon, maybe even this Gohan here who supports, just to get these, you know, juiced up LR rotations. You can definitely do that, right? Because some of these characters here are supports for either movie heroes or superclass, whatever the case is. So you can definitely do that. But again, just make sure that when it comes to your rotations, if you're playing on auto or something, please make sure you at least have these LRs linked up, because it can take a little bit of time, and I wouldn't be surprised if bosses end up killing you, because again, you're not linked up, and whatever the case is. I've died with full type advantage, but I died to Legend, so I guess who cares. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Please get this done and get it out the way, and you'll even notice how much tankier your Broly is, and how, I guess, more cohesive the super bosses and movie bosses team now is with a character like this floating. This is a must run, a must have. And now that we're actually talking about that, before I end the video, I do want to show you something, because I know we're going to get questions about it. And when I say we, I'm saying we as a community, because it's not me, it's you and I, right? You made this possible. Anyways, so if I go to summons, let me go to page 3. I believe this is not, let me pull up the Gamma banner. Okay, it's not the Gamma's banner, so they're actually out right now. Wow. Okay, so on the Gogeta banner, we do have access to LR Broly, Chilai, and Lemo, which means right now in the shop, Broly, Chilai, and Lemo are available for Carnival coins. Is it safe to say that they are worth it? I think if you really, their EZA is like extremely good, right? If you have enough coins and there's no other Carnival LR that you really want to buy from the shop, and you love this Super Bosses team, or that's like your favorite team in the game, you want to make Broly look as good as you possibly can, then this might actually be a worthwhile pickup for you in the Carnival shop. It's a little hard though, because again, as I just showed you with, like, let's say the Gamma's banner, when the Gamma banner drops, these Carnival coins will allow you, you can buy any one of these characters here, of course with the exception of the Gammas. You can buy Future Gohan, you can buy Carnival, you can buy Bulma if you really want to. So these characters will become available, and I would just to be completely honest with you, I would recommend to wait until part 2 banners drop, just so you can see the entire Carnival coin shop, the entire red coin shop, just so you can make the best informed decision. Because when part 2 banners drop, the discounts may go away, but both banners will still be active. All 4 banners will be active at once, which means when you go into the Carnival coin shop or the Rare coin shop, you will be seeing all the characters you can buy throughout the course of the anniversary, everything in there, which means you can make a choice out of everything that'll be there instead of buying something now and then, you know, get it 2 weeks later getting a whole new list of characters that you should have saved for, or, you know, that you feel like you should have saved for, whatever the case is. So if you know, for like, if you're looking at this list of characters here, you're saying, I don't really want to buy any one of these guys, and you don't have Broly, like the physical Broly, but maybe you pulled LRAGO Broly, you want to make him look a little better, again, you love running the teams, movie bosses, whatever the case is, then I'm not going to sit here and say it's not a worthwhile pickup, but you definitely do have to consider all the characters that are going to be available very soon. And I wouldn't even be surprised if the Worldwide Celebration has more Carnival banners, but it's kind of hard to really worry about that, because it's like we don't know what those banners are going to look like. They're definitely going to have some strong featured characters in there, but even then, it's like, you know, at what point do you just stop saving and buying stuff, you know? So, again, it's really up to you, but this is what the Carnival banner, the Carnival coin shop, like, list of characters will look like, and then you can go ahead and make your decision based off of that. But because I'm a big Z Broly guy, I am a massive movie bosses fan in the game. Granted, Z Broly doesn't really get a lot of love in Dokkan, at least. Well, he has a few characters, but he's not like the greatest, right? So since he's not the greatest, you know, it's hard to run the team. But with this guy here, if I didn't have him, I would definitely buy him, right? Because again, this is a movie bosses and super bosses 10% damage reduction support, which will go crazy for new Z Broly on top of all the other support. Like, this is just a must run on those teams. So anyways, let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas and good night.